guys, it's Brooklyn. Today I wanted to talk about all things iPhone 12. The iPhone 12 came out and I am so excited to show all the different sizes of the iPhone 12 with the mini and the Pro Max, and then some of its accessories that came out with it as well. This is the iPhone 12 Pro, and I wanted to do a little comparison between my iPhone 12 and the iPhone 12 Pro. So for starters, I unboxed the PlayStation 5 controller my last video, and the packaging was not quite as premium as Apple. So when you open this up, you can tell that already right off the bat, it already has this indent for the camera, super nice, and then they have their tabs that you can pull to make it easy for stuff to make it easy for you to pull stuff out of the box. And yeah, so the packaging, phenomenal. I always love Apple products because I actually feel like I'm getting something premium just based off of packaging. Then just by looking at the Pacific Blue, really cool matte type color. You can't see fingerprints as much compared to my aluminum phone that will have fingerprints on it. The thing with that though is if you're holding this phone, it is a little more slippery. My phone, I have a little more stickier of a grip. So that's super nice, why I liked this phone better. And then the outer rims of this one the outer edges have the stainless steel, and mine is aluminum. So this one definitely is the nicer and better looking, I would say, of the two. But I also liked the green color the best. The other thing that it has that you can tell just by looking at it is this one has 3 camera lenses and mine just has 2. This one has an extra for zoom. As I'm holding them in my hands, I can tell quite a difference of the weight. So the aluminum is a lot lighter than the stainless steel. I am a teeny tiny person, so I actually really like for my small hands to hold the iPhone 12 compared to the iPhone 12 Pro. So that's just by looking at them, the differences of the iPhone 12 and the iPhone 12 Pro. This is the iPhone 12 mini. It released last week. Compared to my iPhone 12, it has the exact same features, but it does not have the same battery life. So since it is quite a bit smaller, that is what you're losing is the battery, and that it is smaller, so the screen is also smaller. Compared to the 4 iPhones we have now, it definitely is the worst battery. It has the least battery life. And then the iPhone Max is the battery champion out of all of them. So if you are wanting a phone that will have lots of battery life, I would probably go with the Max. If you don't really care about the battery life or a bigger screen, this would be the iPhone you'll want. And I haven't opened this up yet, so we're gonna do a little unboxing. As I was saying earlier, iPhone always has these tabs to make everything easy to open. So there's that. I really like this color, it's super bright. So as I was saying before, same features as my iPhone 12, just quite a bit smaller. As for in my hands, it feels pretty much the same weight. So that's great, but the iPhone mini actually feels better in my hand than the iPhone 12. I just prefer the bigger screen. So that is why I decided to get my green iPhone 12. Here we have our iPhone Pro Max, our battery life champion. And this is the same color, that matte Pacific Blue color, as the iPhone Pro. I really, really like that matte color on it. It looks super sharp. However, I do not like the stainless steel edges. Fingerprints really attract the stainless steel. And personally, I think it looks super dirty compared to my iPhone 12 that attracts the fingerprints more on the back side rather than on the sides with the aluminum. So that's my complaint about the iPhone Pro and the iPhone Pro Max, is that the fingerprints are quite noticeable on the sides of these phones. With this iPhone, it is our battery life champion. So it has the biggest battery, and then the camera is super awesome in nighttime. So if you are looking for a camera for nighttime, you like to take nighttime photos, I would say this is the phone you will want. If you don't care so much about that, any of the 3 iPhones will do great. The iPhone 12 Pro Max is a really big phone. So in the past, if you have liked the pluses and the maxes, then this is definitely the phone you will want. It is quite a bit heavier and big. So I personally really love my iPhone 12 because it fits super good in my hand. This phone is massive. Let's take a closer look at the cameras and get in a little more detail about those. Professional photographers have reviewed these and they know quite a bit more about cameras than I do, and they have said that all the phones are very comparable, if not the same. So if you're looking for a good camera, any 4 of these phones will be great for that. The iPhone 12, the iPhone mini, the iPhone Pro all have the exact same cameras, but the iPhone Pro does have that 3rd lens for zoom. So it has the 2x zoom. So if you're interested in zoom, I would probably get that iPhone Pro instead of the iPhone mini or the iPhone 12. Then a closer look at the iPhone Max, you can tell that these lenses stand out quite a bit more. This one has 2.5 zoom, and then as I mentioned before, the nighttime pictures look a lot better on this camera than the rest of them. So overall, all these cameras are awesome and you're gonna get great quality. The only thing is if you're super interested in zoom, I would get the Pro or the Pro Max. Or if you like nighttime photos, then or if you take lots of nighttime photos, then I would definitely get this Pro Max one. Let's talk design and style. So the iPhone 12 went back to their old ways of having the squared flat edges, which personally is my favorite. I love the squared round edges because it feels super nice in my hand and it's not as slippery. Something super fun that I have here today is some older iPhones. The iPhone 4, iPhone 5 range is where we had the squared flat edges. So this is the iPhone 5S, and we have a little fun case on it. Compared to the size of the iPhone mini here, they are very similar in size. And I also have a case for this phone, thank you. And if we put the case on this phone, it is almost the exact same size as the iPhone mini. So if you were someone that liked the iPhone 5S size, I would say definitely the mini is the route to go for you. I also have here the iPhone 7, which has the rounded edges. This phone, even feeling it right now, is super slippery in my hand. I definitely have a more firm grip with this mini in my hand. Size-wise, they are pretty comparable, but the iPhone 7 is still bigger. So if you kind of liked this size, I would probably, oops, we're gonna pretend that didn't happen. I would probably bump up to the iPhone 12. They are closer in size, but yeah, on that. So accessories for the iPhone 12. The iPhone 12 has this really cool feature that is called MagSafe. So on the back of the phone, it is like a magnet. I have been picking up some earrings, some paper clips, and I was a little confused for a little bit why my phone was doing that, but it is really cool, and I have some accessories that the MagSafe uses. So the first thing I have here is a clear case because I really like this green color of the phone. So I got the clear case, and this circle part is the actual magnet that you can, and then when you place it on the charger, it will charge. Chargers here that'll open up, and then there's some other fun cases we have here too. So here we have the case on it, and you can see exactly where the magnets are. I'm gonna open up this awesome new charger that they came out with. As always, they have a little tab to open it up. So we're gonna pull it. I do have one of these. The downside with this awesome cool charger is this is $39, so it is quite expensive, and it does not come with the charging port. This is $20, so it's $60, and it does not come with the phone. So $60 extra after you get the phone, but it is really awesome. So I'll show you guys how it just goes on. The case that we have here has that ring around it with the magnets, and then this line for to make sure extra accessories are in the middle of the phone. So we'll show you how sturdy it is on this. It just lines up with the circle, and then you can tell it's on there really good. So you can get a good night's sleep. You can put your phone on the charger and it will stay there all night, and you will know for sure that it's charging. It also will have a little dial on the screen telling you that it's charging, so you will know for sure if it's charging and know that it will stay on because it's super secure. The line right here, as I mentioned before, just make sure that the accessories are in the middle. So we'll look at this wallet on the iPhone 12. So this paper they have in here shows that you can put like 2 to 3 cards in here depending how thick they are. And then you'll just line it up. And this is how it looks on the iPhone 12, and it just snapped right on. Let's look at it on the mini. So you can see on the mini, it is edge to edge. It takes up the whole back side. I personally am not going to be using these wallets. I do think they are super awesome on the iPhone 12 though, and I can't wait to see what more accessories they have come out with this MagSafe and to see what we can put on the back of our phones. More fun accessories I have over here are some more cases. We have a silicone one and the leather one. They still do have that ring. It's not as noticeable as the clear one because you can see it right on the, or through the clear one you can see the circle. This one, you can't see it. You can see it in the inside. Apple says that you probably will be able to see it as it wears on the outside, but for now you can just see it on the inside right here. I've had a silicone one in the past, a silicone case in the past, and I really like Apple silicone cases. I decided to go with the clear one. I actually really thought this ring was cute and something new and fun, so I wanted to show that off a little bit, but I also really loved the color of this phone, so I decided to get the clear one. It is really secure on my phone and kind of tricky to get off, which also I love that it's not annoying when I take it in and out of my pocket. It's not easy to pull off. The leather one right here is also awesome. Little theme music there. Oh my goodness. There we go. And here is that leather one. It still has the circle in the middle, or yeah, in the middle, and then you can't see it on the outside. But as I mentioned, Apple said that it might wear and show on the outside a little bit as you're using the iPhone. The cases are very similar to the old cases that Apple has came out with, but it does have those flat square edges that I love. So that's the difference of these cases. In summary, I've been super impressed with the iPhone 12. I love that I have this cute green phone in my life with the MagSafe. As for recommendations, if you guys have been frustrated with size of the past phones and want to go back to the smaller size of the iPhone 5 type vibe, I recommend this iPhone mini. Camera's great, just like all the other iPhones. The only downside with this iPhone is that the battery life is a little bit less than the other ones, but still a great iPhone, awesome. Just the size is quite a bit smaller. As for my phone, I decided on this phone because I loved the aluminum look with it. It may have fingerprints on the back, but not on the sides. And it is quite a bit lighter than the Pro and the Pro Max. So I loved the feel of it in my hand, not heavy, and the flat rounded edges. I can hold it super secure in my hand. That is why I got this one. And then if you were looking for something that has better zoom quality, the iPhone Pro would be the one you would want. There's not much of a difference besides that the edges are stainless steel type look, and then that does leave that fingerprint look on it, which I didn't like, but the matte back is beautiful. It looks really, really pretty. So if you're looking for that stainless steel, more premium type look, I would definitely get this Pro. And then the Max. Everything about the Max is Max. It's a bigger phone, has the bigger camera, better battery life. Everything is bigger. So if you're wanting a bigger phone and you've liked the bigger phones in the past, I would recommend getting the Max. I have not really liked the bigger phones in the past. They're way too heavy. They're not easy for me to carry around. So I don't personally like the Max, but if you are one that does like the bigger type phones, get the Max. Everything about it is very, very premium. If you guys want to know more about the accessories, let me know. More about colors. Let me know in the comments below what phones you guys ended up getting. I would love to hear feedback from you guys. As always, if you could like and subscribe, thank you so much for tuning in.